Good day. Welcome to my channel. Thank you for joining Words of Wisdom. Today I feel very called to talk about, really about recognizing when it's time to move on and to recognize how you can find yourself being stuck in a situation and you can make the change to change that situation yourself. I had about an hour's conversation earlier with a friend of mine who, doesn't recognize the cycle that she keeps finding herself in, and sits then very much in an ego mind of, it's not me and I do so much for others and they should do the same for me kind of attitude. And when you sit like that in that sort of thought process, you're not really recognizing what it is that you need to learn and how you can make changes in your life just by simply thinking differently. So that's quite an important message that seems to be coming through. So thinking differently. So we're at the end of the weekend. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday. How has the day been so far? Mine's been great, and I'm about to go out again now and have a bit of social interaction with some friends and listen to some music, that type of thing. So really enjoying the sunshine and being out and about and what have you. But I thought before I do that, I'll come on, I'll do my reading, see you guys, and let's see if Spirit will give us some detail about what it is that we can work with coming into the new week. Something that we need to work on or work with, or what is the guidance? When we've got something in it we know, and sometimes it just takes someone like me with my friend saying very clearly, hang on, if you do this, it could very much change what your life is all about. And so let's see what Spirit has to guide us with in terms of that conversation that I had. So we're going to get a couple of runes, as we normally do. Oh my Lord, we've got quite a few runes. The main rune out is our unicorn, our beautiful unicorn. So lots and lots of magic on our table, which is no surprise. Love our magic unicorn. Our unicorn's also very intuitive. Unicorn energy is about showing up, about standing up for beliefs, and I think showing up for yourself more than anything. That's what I'm getting with the unicorn energy. We've got quite a few recognizable normal runes. We've got the same rune that I pulled this morning, Jira, which is about results of earlier efforts and realized, a time of peace and happiness, fruitful season. It can break through stagnancy. Exactly. So if you don't recognize, you stay stuck. If you don't make a choice of change, you stay stuck. That's the bottom line. And this is our message today. Ready? I am not afraid of tomorrow because I have seen yesterday. And I love today. So it's about today, recognizing, turning up for yourself today, in this moment. So hopes and expectation of peace and prosperity is Jira's message, and that is on our table as well. We do have our X marks the spot. Oh, we've got some, and we have Nautilus as well. So we've got some very recognizable runes and obviously guidance that is on our table. On the back of this beautiful message for today, we have there is no gain without loss. So what do you need to get rid of? What do you need to separate from? It could just be a way of thinking. Okay, so there's no gain without loss. We've got to often make space. We have to let go of certain things. We have to clear out our cupboards in order to be able to make space for new things. So we need to clear out. We need to get over the loss in order for the gain to come, for order for us to recognize, hang on a minute, this is why. And that's a really important message. So live in that, the now, live in the recognition of it. Recognize you have a choice. But what choice are you going to be taking? So let's just go through our runes very quickly because we have had them before, and it's obviously the type of energy that I'm pulling out with these runes for you guys all the time. Wish I could remember all their names, but of course I don't. This one is Uriz. He was our first one, Uriz. And Uriz is all about strength, health, power, energy, endurance, and creative force. So this raw strength and power are at the heart of the meaning. Physical strength can be indicated, but it's about emotional and spiritual strength are just as likely to be emphasized if you are facing challenges. Uriz is a reminder that you have the strength to persevere, as well as to defend yourself from adversaries. Stand in your ground. Understand that you are strong now. You are strength now. You know, sometimes I was speaking to my friend and these things keep coming round, but she's getting stronger. She can recognize certain things. She's understanding things better. So we're talking about the same things, but she's recognizing them. And that in itself is an emotional strength that perhaps you haven't really thought of before. Wunyo, our next one, is about joy and happiness, harmony, bliss, happy relationships, well-being, and success. So when we have challenges and things, like I said to her, what do you feel? Because you're not happy how you're feeling. How can you change that feeling? What do you have to do to actually have a happier feeling? It's your choice. It's your decision. And then, of course, Jira is about those earlier efforts of realize. You haven't realized possibly that you've been doing this until it comes along and you automatically want to go back into an old pattern, but you've recognized the situation and pull yourself out of it. That takes a mighty strength and courage. So that's a good thing, a really, really good thing. All right, then we've got our beautiful rune of, let's have a little look. Where is it? Where is it? Gibo. There she is. And Gibo is about friendship, harmony. So there's a lot of harmony to be had on this. And when we think about harmony as well, we can think about balance. And when we think about balance, it is about this choice, isn't it? Right or wrong, good or bad, happy or sad, balance. Okay, so I want you to really think about that. If you're battling with something right now, I want you to say, happy or sad? How am I feeling? Happy or sad? If I'm feeling sad, how can I tip the scale? How can I be happy? Okay, if I'm sad about something, it's because I'm hanging on to something. I'm making myself stuck. You know, you need to come out. You can stay in it, but you need to pull yourself out of that in order for the happiness, joy, you know, freedom, all of these good things that you want. You've got to push the scale the other way. All right. So it could be advising you to accept wholeheartedly with gratitude, or to be wary of motivations behind a gift. So it's about gifts. So what is this gift? I keep saying this to my friend today. Just think of yourself as the gift to be giving guidance and help to somebody else. Instead of letting them take your power away, bring your power back to you, and then think about, well, actually, maybe if I do the right thing that is right by me, that projects out to them, they will respond differently, and that is my gift to them. And that's kindness. That's from the heart. That's not from the ego mind. Okay, so that's detail we need to be very aware of when we're thinking about our spiritual practice and our spiritual journey. All right, and then we've got one more. If I can find it. There it is. Ehwaz. Now, Ehwaz was sitting in a reversed state on my table, and I don't normally get that. Ehwaz stands for changes in faith, loyalty, trust, movement, and travel. So if we're thinking about it as on a reversal, it could mean that someone or you in a relationship is not demonstrating faith or loyalty. If you have been wondering whether to trust someone, Ehwaz reverse may be confirming your doubts. Again, how do you feel about something? Alternatively, it may be signaling a lack of faith or trust on your part. So are you really projecting onto somebody else instead of coming back and thinking, why am I not trusting them? What is it about me? Why don't I trust? What is it? Okay, so are you harboring past hurts that are preventing you from trusting or accepting someone else's trust? And then we had on here with Jira, the results of earlier efforts. So if you are really sure that you are not thinking, well, this person did it to me, so this one's going to do the same, that really is something that you need to make a decision on. And you need to regain that confidence in yourself. You know, is there a lack of faith in yourself or in the outcome that's keeping you in a stuck situation? So I did very much hear the stuck sort of scenario that was coming out. So someone here needs to be mindful of that. So we'll see what the cards say anyway. Naughty's our final rune on the table, of course, is about hardship and limits and limitations. Don't allow bitterness, worry, or despair to get the best of you. There we are. Don't allow it. Use your gifts and talents to find ways to get your needs met, your needs. Because once you change how you behave and you project that to that person or to the people around you, then that's what you will get back. Remember that. It's very important. Remember that needs and limitations are necessary for growth, as we would never learn or accomplish anything significant if we always had everything we needed or wanted all the time. Okay, bingo. Can't say any different, can I? No, definitely not. All right, I'm going to just put my fan on because I'm absolutely boiling hot here. Let's go. Beautiful. Oof, that's much better. Now I thought for the energy was like literally rising within me. I thought, oh, I've got to put something cooler on me right now. Okay, so happy days. Happy days. You now can see the table. We've done our beautiful runes. We're going to now start with our Quantum Oracle cards. They give me very good guidance. I really enjoy the Quantum Oracle cards. So Spirit, based on this, what is it that my collective here needs help with, a guidance with, in terms of making a choice, a change? What can we do? Okay, here we go. There we are. Interesting. I'll look at them in a minute. All right, interesting. Now, they've all come out in reversals. Okay, and these two are intentions. Okay, now, the first one that came out was this little lady here sitting in her garden, gazing out at the fun, the fireworks. I just said to you, I'm off to have some fun this afternoon and listen to music and enjoy myself. Okay, it came out in reverse. So it almost feels like you're ready to go through that little gate and go out and go and explore. Maybe somebody was keeping you in a stuck energy so that you weren't doing that. This is what my friend said to me today. She said, it's nice for me to go and talk to everybody else now that this person that I was sitting in their toxic environment was keeping me. I said, well, they never kept you there. You chose that. Now you're choosing another option. This is your new opportunity for change. So embrace it. Don't bemoan yesterday. You know what that looks like. Enjoy now. And that's exactly what has come out in this reading. So someone here really needs to hear this. Okay, so I will read it to you. It's called Playing It Safe. Perhaps it's all, and it is sometimes really easy to just stay in that I've always done this. So it's, you know, I mean, I don't know if you've ever worked with anybody where we've always done it this way. We don't want to change it. Okay, well, if you've always done it this way, you'll always get what you've got, always got. You know, when you want to change something, you have to make that change. You can't always do it the same way. So when we think about playing it safe, she's sitting there going, oh, I wish I could go out there and enjoy life, but I'm playing it safe. I'm rather staying here because I'm being told something different. But your soul knows, no, get out, go and enjoy, go. And the discovery as well is something we want to discover, but it was in reverse. So it's almost like Spirit is saying you've got so much opportunity to discover something new, maybe just about yourself. Yes, because that's exactly what we want to do. The runes are saying you've got that opportunity for harmony and balance. That balance I talked about. Well, you can't do that unless you go and dig up that next situation to put into the balance of those scales. How do you know unless you make that move, make that change? And then there was a teacher that came out in reverse as well. So we're going to read those for you, just so you can understand exactly what it is that Spirit is telling me to tell you. All right, so it's a moving on to something or someone new now. It's time. All right, it's time that the situation outside yourself is forcing the change. You are making the choice yourself. It's about choice. I kept saying that, didn't I? You can make the choice. Here it is, really clearly for you. Okay, you have the power to break out and make some personal changes as well. Have you been feeling the need to free yourself from a difficult situation or relationship? The world is opening for you now. Rest assured that you are more powerful than you think. You no longer have to limit yourself to play it safe. Sometimes the safest thing you can do is to take a risk. All right, and then we have another intention card, which is discovery. And that is in reverse, where it says there are many blocks that have been hard to overcome, and there's been some delays, and you may be frustrated by the external problems slowing you down, or by your own resistance to keep going. Have you been thinking about giving up on this dream and switching to another? Now is the time to be honest with yourself. Take time to find a path that calls to you. Okay, you're not a failure if you make a change. It's okay. Whether or not you return to your initial plan later is entirely up to you. You have the choice to make a choice. Make a choice, make a change, and see where it takes you, because you're being told it's time, you're ready. Everything indicates that for you. Wonderful new discoveries are waiting for me. I open myself to new ideas and great new results. Okay, and then we have teacher in reverse. Some present feelings of being out of balance, unsure, or uninspired. Exactly. Perhaps an important issue needs to be resolved, or you can't quite figure out how to approach a path you long to take. You may feel confused about a situation or relationship, but this card is telling you it's time to calm down, reevaluate what's going on. There may be someone who can help you in this matter. In fact, you may have been given advice already. So go within and investigate what would be the most honoring solution. Open up to guides, teachers, friends, and potential mentors, both in the personal and spiritual world. The guidance you receive could be exactly what you need in order to shift the situation and get your life back in balance. I love that. I love that. That's exactly what we were looking at in the runes. Yeah, balance, harmony, very important. I gave these a really good shuffle. So we'll just confirm playing it safe and intention and our teacher. We'll just confirm what we've just been told on the floor. All right. So we have got, my table's wobbling. I need to screw something tight on the other side, and maybe it'll collapse on me in a minute. All right, so Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. There she is. The Ace of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So you no longer need to play it safe, my friend. It's very clear here in our tarot. You have been filling your cup. Remember that. This is about you, your journey. You've got all the knowledge, the magic, the time. It's ready. It's time. Go and enjoy the connections with other people. Connections that maybe you have been forming. Go and enjoy that. Go and show other people what you can do, what you are made of. Okay, that is what the discovery is, the discovery within yourself. You'll see very clearly how people respond to you when you were actually behind a fence nobody knew. Now, woohoo, here I am. This is me. And people are going to go, wow, look who that is. That's beautiful. Okay, we've also got the Chariot and the Four of Pentacles that are sitting under the Discovery card in reverse. And they were both reversed as well. But we don't take reversals in this deck. So basically there can be movement. But we know that we were a little bit stuck. Okay, we're a little bit stuck at the minute. Because maybe you just need a little bit more courage, a little bit more incentive, a little bit more get up and go. Somebody's telling you. You've already got the answer. You just need to find that solution. Get on that bike and off you go, my friend. It's time. It's go time. All right. So the Chariot is about moving. Don't worry about this way or that way or how. Just do it. Okay. Just do it. Because you've been sitting contemplating this for a little while. You've got everything that you need. You've been sitting contemplating this. And you don't need to do that. Spirit is saying to you, you know the answer. It is your choice. This is what I said right at the very beginning. It is your choice. I said this to my friend. You can decide. You can carry on going over and over details. It won't change what has happened. All you can change is your now and your feelings and how you respond to things and what you do and how you want to feel. No matter what she wants or whatever. And finally, there it is, Temperance. Okay, look at her balance. And that was what very much also on our cards here. Okay, she's balanced. She's come into a centered position. And I'm going to read Temperance to you. It's about intuition. It's about knowledge. And I'm reading it to you because it is a major arcana. Balance. It's impossible to achieve, but keep striving anyway. So how do you achieve balance in life? Our Temperance, which would probably say moderation in all things, including moderation. And then smile, that angelic smile, because she has managed to achieve what for most of us is simply impossible. That doesn't mean we can't try. So striving for perfect balance is a never-ending task that requires both discipline and calm. So have you ever tried standing in a tree pose? For most of us, the best we can hope for is to maintain it for a moment or two before we start to wobble. The key to this yoga pose, much like the keys to life, are being rooted in the earth and to your own core, staying calm and composed and not struggling too hard. If the Temperance card appears in your reading, it may be a reminder for you to reach your inner strength and take a deep breath. Okay, so is your life out of control? Perhaps it's time to work on moderation and calm. Make sure you are paying attention to all aspects of your life. Work and play, time with others, time for yourself, striving and resting, indulgence and self-discipline. This is how I was going, wasn't I? Happy and sad, and that's what I feel this energy is. All right, try to go with the flow, and once in a while, treat yourself to a cupcake. So that is a beautiful, beautiful solution. I think it's very much about understanding the need for making choices and trying to be balanced in those choices, balanced in our life, in order for those choices to be recognized almost. Our Intuitive Whispers cards, guidance, please. There we are. We've got two. That's beautiful and very, very apt. The first one on top of Ace of Cups. You're more powerful than you know. You are more powerful than you know. All right. Couldn't put it better myself. You are more powerful than you know. Look at her. It's almost like mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? My queen, look through and see this beautiful energy, this beautiful water flow. Go with the flow. So look at that, okay? Look further in order for you to be able to recognize how you are that powerful being that's within you. that you can leave that gate, that fence, that perimeter, that barriers that you have created in a situation. And finally, emotions are energy in motion. So yeah, exactly. There's the energy in motion. Emotions are energy in motions. So really value that motion, the Chariot card. Remember, it is about going one way or another, but do it. Feel it, trust it, love it, be guided by it. Don't overthink anything. Don't stop yourself. Don't put blocks. Don't hold yourself back. Go, get on your chariot and off you go. That is what the message is, very clear from Spirit. It is about that understanding. Okay, well, I hope that makes a lot of sense to whoever is watching this. My person, if you liked it, please like, please share, even comment. I would love to hear from you. And yes, I think that's a very beautiful, supportive energy from Spirit. I am not afraid of tomorrow because I have seen yesterday and I love today. This is, I should tattoo this on my head because honestly, that is me. I'm not afraid because I do love today. And I know without a shadow of a doubt, I'm being guided beyond my barriers. I'm being supported beyond. There is no gain without loss, but you've got to do the work. You've got to be aware of it. You can't ignore the situation. You have a choice. You are free to make whatever choice you decide. I hope this has resonated with you. I hope that as you've enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.